Ooh. This is a decent attempt at The Exorcist, honestly. Now, before I get any hate, I know this has a lot of nostalgic view for a lot of Bollywood movie watchers from the past. I just watched this recently because I saw the list. This was on it. This comes up as a lot big horror movie for Bollywood, and I didn't watch it as a kid, but I can see the appeal. I can see myself watching this as a kid and be like, "That's scary," and a little of the editing in this movie is a bit scary too. It's an old movie. Came out in 2003. It has to do with Ajay Devgn's character, and he's with his wife, and basically she's gonna get possessed. And it has to do with this hotel and what happened with the previous owners, and the ghost is in her, and you see the story throughout. Honestly, it starts off pretty strong. It shows the character as Ajay Devgn. He's more logical. He doesn't believe into it, and this movie does a good thing of making certain characters like Nana Patekar, Ajay Devgn. They show him cool, but like Nana Patekar's character is very weird and eccentric. They make a line where he just randomly tells the psychiatrist, "Oh, my wife says I should see a psychiatrist. Do you think I should?" The characters are really good, some of them, especially. Ajay Devgn's character is relatable. The female characters are pretty good. Rekha's character is the old desi auntie you honestly expect that's just like looking, not scary. But her face is. If you told me she was the witch at the end of this movie, I would have been like, okay. Because she's just like, what are you doing? She's just literally looking at the characters. Ajay Devgn, like, I understand this is an older Bollywood movie, but they make the women look dumb at the end. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Cause like Rekha's characters, there's stuff going on, and Ajay Devgn's like, my wife's being possessed. The things she does are gonna affect her later. So come on, let's be logical. And they're like, oh, yeah. What are you thinking? Rekha's not in the movie for too long, but I know Fardeen Khan is promoted in the posters in the trailer, or like I don't know. I've seen the poster. I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen the poster. He's promoted in it, but he shouldn't be. He's barely in the movie. He's a character you're not gonna see towards the ending, where the editing is something's happening. We're in the cafe, and then oh yeah, now we're in the jail. Now we're at the movie theater. Now we're somewhere else. It's like, oh okay. If you're logical, yeah. And you random like honestly, you understand what's going on, but the cuts are like, oh boop, okay, cool, that's happening. Oh no, we don't need explanation. That's happening, which is nice at times, but transitions could have been done a little better. The horror aspect. When I meant The Exorcist, the scenes are pretty scary in that sense. If you thought Exorcist was scary, like the original, I think you'll think this is scary. This would be like I guess a Bollywood classic. I can see that. Like I mentioned before, if you're a child, you're watching with your family or somebody who's faint of heart, they're like, oh my god, the voices, the jump scares. But otherwise, it's not like too scary. I think it's better than Tumbad, Stri, Bedia, like in the sense that this is more horror, like traditional horror. Those are kind of monster of the week horror movies where they get you to relate to the characters. There's a big story going on. This is just, oh, there's a ghost. We have to get the ghost out of her. Oh my god. This is that classic movie that you're going to be watching. Only thing you're also probably going to be thinking with the characters is a lot of them are logical until they're illogical. Like, if you watch this movie, you're gonna think. I want you to think that while watching the movie. Like, who you're gonna point it out yourself. You're gonna be like, "Oh, person's making sense." And the second the doctor says something else, you're gonna be like, "The fudge are you talking about?" Like, what? Overall, I'm gonna give this movie. I want to say honestly a 6 because how stupid it is, but I'm gonna give it a 7. And I know I shouldn't give these movies a pass at times, but I'm gonna give this movie a 7 just because I can see this being a childhood horror movie. I can see this being dumb fun. You watch it, you're gonna be like, cool, cool. And honestly, I can see them connecting this to a horror movie in one of the universes. It'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna give this movie the 6, 7 out of 10. It's dumb fun. It's a good horror movie. I'd recommend this. Otherwise, unless you're looking for like a smarter Halloween movie, I'd go for Tumbad. But this is definitely Bollywood classic horror movie that I could say they did a pretty decent job. Dumb editing, pretty bad at times. Maybe you'll think it's a 6, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Tell me what you think. Happy Bollyween. No!